Hello, everyone. Welcome to the final day of the Superbet Chess Classic 2022 in Romania. And in this game, we will feature Wesley Saw's win against Levon Aronian in the playoffs. All right. After the classical part, there were three players who tied for first. It was Lagrave, Aronian, and Wesley. And in the regulations, the players tied for first will go into the tiebreaks or the playoff. And in the first playoff game, it was Wesley against Aronian. And Wesley played flawless chess here. This is just one for the books. If Wesley plays like this, wow, it's just amazing. If he plays like this, he would definitely beat everybody. Let's check it out. Why was this missing the classical part? I mean, timing, good strategy, good preparation, fighting chess, very methodical, precise. What else? Yeah, everything is in here. D4, D5, C4. So we have the Queen's Gambit accepted. Let's see, went for E4. Aronian went for E5. Knight into F3. Bishop B4, Bishop D2. Takes, takes. Takes, takes. Okay, it was just a temporary sacrifice for white since the bishop can take the pawn on C4 anytime. Knight into E7. Black chooses the E7 square because if he goes F6, Knight C3, let's say castles, then white can also castle queenside. But with the knight, it becomes a target for the pawn with E5. So we went for knight E7. Knight into C3, castles, castles queenside. Why did Wesley not play the way he played here in the classical part? Yeah, why go for draws when he could actually play fighting chess? Castles, queenside, knight into B5, takes D8, rook takes D8, knight takes C7. Equal number of pawns, but white is threatening knight takes E6 and bishop takes C4 here, forcing black to protect the C4 pawn with knight on E5. Bishop E2, developing his piece. Rook into D1, takes, takes. Unfortunately for black, B5 is not possible because of knight takes A6. He played king F8 first, king D2. Now the king is now threatening king E3, king D4, king C5, and king B6. Yeah. The king walk is coming. Bishop C8, knight into A4. Threat would be knight to B6. Whoa. Precise. So precise. Knight into B6, knight AC6. If the bishop moves, for example, bishop to B7, knight D7 comes. You go back to B8, knight C5, two knights attacking A6. A6 gone, B5 will be gone, and C4 will be gone as well. Right? It's a domino effect. Once you take the base of the pawns in the pawn chain, the base of the pawn chain is the A6 pawn. You take the base, the foundation will just definitely fall. Yeah. So knight into AC. Okay, knight AC6, king C3, activating the king, passive king, active king. F6, A4, breaking the pawn chain. Knight A7, F3, consolidating his own pawn chain. On the queen side, we have the break. On the king side, we have the solidifying. What a game by Wesley here. G5, Knight takes c8, knight takes c8. This game, you can put this game in this strategic positional masterpiece. Yeah, this is just one for the books. Knight takes a6, takes a4, king takes e4. This is what we're missing from Wesley. He could play like this. And why only now? Yeah, why only now? All right, there are situations where the opponent will not allow you to play perfectly. It depends also on their opening choices. Yeah, the structure probably fits Wesley's preparation and his style. That's why he was so precise, and also his familiarity of the position here. Knight c6, king c5, the activity of the king. This is just a very bad king. Knight e5, king b5. White wins another pawn. Now it's 2 pawns up. Knight into b4. Okay, king to b3. g3, threatening f4. Attacking that outpost on e5. Knight into c2. Alright, the knight on a6 going to b4 to c2, e3, and a better square on f5. Repositioning the knight. This is just perfect chess. Yeah? All the flavors in one game. Dealing with pawns, dealing with the minor pieces, the proper exchanges. What more can you ask? King d4, knight f5. Now, good outpost, stable piece, fixing the weakness on f6. King into c3, you're threatening b4. So knight into a4, king c2, b3. Okay, taking away the c4 square. h4. All right, takes. Earlier it was a4 breaking the chain with a6, b5, and c4. This time the h4 pawn breaks the connectivity of the h, g, and f pawns. Well, Wesley is in his element in this game, yeah. Knight f5, knight e1, which was missing in most of his classical games. He plays better in this rapids and in tie breaks, where he doesn't play with pressure. He just plays freely, and that's what we need from him, yeah, because he is just so talented, so worthy of playing Magnus in the World Championship. But I don't know. He's just a little bit of a push. Yeah? He just needs this certain push in important moments. King b2, knight d3, king c2, knight c5, knight e3. Threatening knight d5, double attack on the king and the pawn on f6. King d2 takes king d3, king c5, knight g4, attacking the weakness on f6, forcing black to play f5. Takes. The knight cannot take on f5 because the bishop will take on b3. An overworked piece on d4. Knight into a5. Knight e3. Knight c6, f4. King into d6, bishop a4. Knight b4, king e4. Knight to b7, okay, king f3. Moving away from the dangerous double attack. Bishop to b3. The threat would be bishop g8 and if h6, then probably knight g4. So knight e6, g4, king g3, bishop c2. Okay, bishop d1 could have won easily, but okay, he went for bishop c2. Just gaining time. Okay, king f2, takes. The transformation of the advantage, bishop knight, Now we have knight versus knight, minor piece endgame with 2 extra points. More than enough to win. Takes knight takes f5, king f3. Important again, king helps your pass pawns. And now the knight. f5, pass pawn must be pushed. Clearance for the king. King can go f4, g5. Knight into g4, protecting 2 important squares. King cannot attack the pawns. King h7, f6. Again, king, king, king. All right, initiate king f5, king e6, king e7, knight e5, helping that push on f7 after knight h7, and then h6, and zugzwang. Aronian resigned because if he goes for knight g5, just f7, yeah, you have to take, and this knight takes f7. Game over. This is just a model game for a positional masterpiece by Wesley. And sometimes it's just disheartening that he's able to show this not in a consistent basis. Yeah, this is real talent right here. Yeah, but he's capable of beating anybody, even Magnus. But it's just this certain push on some moments right there. Okay, maybe it's not just his time yet to play in the candidates or the World Championship, but we don't want Wesley to waste his talent. Right? He's up there. He's supposed to be there playing the candidates also. Yeah. Okay, but all right, maybe he's just waiting for the right time. But the big question is when is the time? Yeah. But even then, we are always here to support him. Yeah. We are here to support him all the way, as a brother, as a friend, you name it. Yeah. We are here all the way for Wesley, and hopefully he can achieve his goals, his dreams of becoming a world champion one day. So that was it. Thank you guys for supporting our channel, Charles Max Chess and Charles Max Entertainment on Facebook and YouTube. This is Coach Oliver. Stay safe, everyone. Bye bye.